Hello, I'm Andi, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope for zodiac signs. And this is for you coming from Virgo. And it is from the horoscope is for June the 25th up to June the 30th, 2017. So let's start for you coming from Virgo, 25th of June. It doesn't start very well. There's a planet that wants to bring and make everything wrong as fast as possible. And so what you say, what you do, how you behave, how your outlook is, you have to take the soft approach. You have to be agreeable. You have to not be pushy. Otherwise, the morning-afternoon period can turn very bad for you. Whoever you are with, the problems can be escalating and get worse and worse. Problems of the past can be brought up. Even secrets may pop up, yours or somebody else's. That includes another bit of trouble. So you need to be very agreeable, very supportive, very kind. And that way you can control this couple of planets who want to create all these problems for you. And hour by hour, be calm. And as the evening comes, and as the nightfall comes, a good set of planets start to take over. And now you will find solutions where you couldn't find earlier. So it's a good time to socialize in the evening and the nightfall period, because these few planets make the whole situation very good for you, and you will see that whatever you do, others will appreciate it very well. So morning, afternoon a problem, evening and the nightfall period extremely good for you. So be patient in the earlier part of the day, because solutions will come later part of the day. 26th of June for you coming from Virgo starts very well, and it produces plenty of support at your place of work or in business, and it brings good news. These are long-term planets, so you can take your time and plan what you want to do in the morning-afternoon session, have meetings, project your ideas, go out with lunch with the people you want to impress. I like the morning-afternoon periods very well because you score very kindly and nicely. But the evening and nightfall periods are not steady, and so all the good in the morning afternoon can suddenly become all spoiled and wasted in the evening and nightfall period. So if you don't have to really socialize, or if you don't have to go out with the people that you are doing so well with in the morning afternoon session, don't. That way you will stay away from trouble. But if you have to be out, tell yourself you cannot afford to be argumentative or quarrelsome. That is the main thing. And watch out that you might waste money for nothing. 27th of June. Now for you coming from Virgo, these are very aggressive planets in the morning-afternoon period. So they make you argumentative, they make you quarrelsome, they make your actions not appreciated by others, they make you a person who is very pushy and over-determined in getting things done. Nobody is going to be your friend that way. And that's why the evening-nightfall session becomes really, really bad. And you will then regret what's happened during the morning-afternoon period, and perhaps that was the reason why the evening-nightfall period becomes very bad. So if you don't have to socialize, don't. But if you have to, tell yourself throughout the whole day and night, you cannot afford to be aggressive in your speech or in your action. Otherwise, you're going to produce plenty of regrets. It's a day where accidents are very possible. And accidents don't just mean on the road. They could be running up the stairs, they could be slipping on the floor. All that is very possible as well. Let me move to the 20th of June. It's my neighbor's dog. 20th of June, for you coming from Virgo, the morning-afternoon period not good. You will be very arrogant, you will isolate yourself, you will not get the support you need. You will be a person who others feel is not agreeable, and a person who is not willing to work with others, and you will attract blame as well in one way or another. So watch out. It's a working day, Wednesday, 28th of June. Morning-afternoon periods can turn against you very badly. Evening and nightfall periods become very good. Now these good planets are also there in the morning-afternoon period, but they don't stay long enough. They give you bits and bits of good news here and there, but as the evening comes, as the nightfall comes, these planets get very steady and they hang on and they stay there. So all the solutions you will find in the evening nightfall session where earlier part of the day you couldn't. So be patient earlier morning period, and don't be too pushy, because the evening and nightfall period going to bring solutions for you. Good time to socialize, go out with your colleagues, be out with the people you're doing business with, be out with your marriage, family people, or your romance partner. You can find a long-term romance in the evening and nightfall sessions of the 20th of June as well. 29th of June. Now there's a lot of water in the earlier part of the day, morning and afternoon and early evening periods. You need to focus. Plans are changing, ideas are changing, the situation is changing. So you have to be very flexible, but at the same time you have to focus on what's very important. Otherwise you're going to miss deadlines, you're not being able to keep up with what is expected of you. Emotional planets are also seen. So you may turn very emotional and very angry suddenly, or just very unhappy about things like that. Remind yourself to mind your own business, to just focus on what you really have to do, get things done. Evening and nightfall periods, very aggressive planets move in. Now these aggressive planets, or the earlier part of emotional planets, are not your enemy planets, but they are not exactly the best of combination. And so evening nightfall period, and even a bit of the earlier part of the period, you can be very aggressive in your speech, can be very aggressive in your action, and this is seen more in the evening and nightfall period. You can get angry very easily with people, and you're being oversensitive as well, and then you will not take the soft approach but be aggressive, and the whole evening and nightfall period going to be spoiled. So program yourself. Every few minutes tell yourself, no, I will not be angry, I will be supportive, I will be kind, because I want to make this evening and nightfall period work for me, and that way I will get what I want. Okay? June the 30th is a much better morning and afternoon period, and you will find that good news comes your way at your place of work or in business, and also plenty of good news comes your way in terms of helping you in whatever you want to do. But one of these planets can make you a bit dominating, so try not to do that. There will be an enlargement of your area of responsibility, so maybe a chance of good news about promotion, or you will find that in business you can meet people who have the business clout and the strength to help you, good business contacts who can give you contracts as well. So mix business and pleasure throughout the day, and you will be doing very well. Evening periods and nightfall periods, you can meet somebody very important, and you can be, but the trouble is these planets also tend to make you arrogant. So don't do that, don't allow that. Be humble, and you are going to get something very important evening and nightfall period. Looking for a romance, you may find somebody that you look up to, but if you yourself remain arrogant, then you're going to spoil it. So remove the element of arrogance, and you will be doing much better in the evening and nightfall session, meeting people who are important, even connected to business. Well, I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me. That's based on your date of birth and time of birth, and looking at your palms and reading your face while we Skype. There's a thing called face reading. And if you want me to use my Kabbalistic tarot cards, I will as well during the 90-minute session. And for your next 5 or 6 years, I will go into detail in all areas of your life to tell you the possibilities and how to get the best of these 5 or 6 years. Okay? Until then, go to Facebook and follow me and communicate with me, ask me questions. And perhaps on Facebook one day we will arrange to Skype, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message, and I'll come back to you very quickly. Until then, thank you and goodbye.